Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Latitude 153520. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your memory. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. Now all the screws you need to remove in the bottom case are noted by the red arrows. These screws are captive screws, which means even after unscrewing them, they do not come out of that bottom case. After unscrewing them, you will take a small flat pry tool and you will insert it into the seam between the bottom case and the computer, and you'll gently pry that bottom case off from the rest of the computer. It's generally best to start out back near one of the two corners and work your way down the sides to the front. Try not to put the pry tool too far in, you could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Your battery is located down here near the bottom of my screen. The battery is held in by screws next to the red arrows and plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. To unplug it from the motherboard, you would pull the plug down out of that port. However, be careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. If you pull too hard, you could damage them, and sometimes you could pull them right out of the plug. So if at all possible, just manipulate the plug as much as you can. Use a pry tool or your fingernails to wiggle that out of that port so you don't damage the wires. Near the blue arrows, you see two SODIMM RAM slots. This computer takes DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM, and it has a maximum RAM capacity of 32 gigabytes. I will have all that information below in the description for your reference, but I will also have several replacement and upgrade options for you in that list I told you about, with all of the tools, supplies, and replacement parts for this model computer. I will have a couple different options for a single 8 gigabyte stick in case your stick goes bad, you need to replace it, but you're not looking to spend more money than you have to. I will also have a couple different options for a 16 gigabyte kit, which would include two 8 gigabyte sticks, one for each port. The reason why I include a couple different options is because RAM tends to sell really fast. People like upgrading their RAM. So I have two options there. So if one is unavailable, hopefully the other one will still be available. And then if you wanted to max out your RAM, I will have a couple different options for a 32 gigabyte kit, which would be two 16 gigabyte sticks, one for each port. Last thing to mention in this video, if you are upgrading your RAM because you're trying to get a faster computer, better performance, keep in mind that your storage is also a large factor in those two things. This computer does have some good storage upgrade options. If you want to learn more about that, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about your storage. If you have any questions, guys, check out the FAQs in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.